Hello, indeed. My name is Gaz Williams. Thank you so much for joining me for the Gaz Williams Show, and coming live and direct from Bristol, of all places. Not a city full of thugs, as been reported, but a very nice, creative, all-welcoming, very integrated and culturally sorted city. A brilliant place. There we go. On behalf of Bristol. Tourist board, once all the things are lifted and restrictions, come visit Bristol. Yeah, it's a great place. Anyway, hope everybody is well. And what on earth have we got in store for us tonight? Well, I've cobbled together something, and in typical form, I've got a confession to make. So let's just have a look what we got on the bench. We've got an old favourite, the Dreadbox Abyss. The new guy, I've talked about this a little bit. This is the Boss RC500 loop station, key step 37, and for the first time, the Electro Harmonix V256 Vocoder. Now, it's a bit tatty. This is scratched up a bit. I bought it secondhand and have never ever used it until right this moment. So this is let's have a look. There we go. So I don't know how to use it, basically. I've got the manual open on a computer to my right here, so I will definitely be having to nip into there. I thought it might be quite fun to explore this together, really, because there's a bunch of things that it does. I'll explain the signal routing as well, because that's kind of interesting. Okay, MIDI clock. I'll start with MIDI clock. Starts from the RC500 and then sends to so MIDI out into the key step. So that's our clock. Then MIDI out from the Arturia into the Abyss and then through into the vocoder. Okay, so we have things that we can we've got things that we can make happen. Hey, hello everyone in the chat room. Yeah. I am just getting myself set up. Thank you so much for joining me. And DJ Puzzle iOS Music says can't send super chat sticker. Is that something that I can enable? That would be nice. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of explore these devices and see if we can make something that resembles music. And in typical form, I'll kind of explain more or less what I'm doing and probably get stuck along the way. So not sure if anyone in the chat room has got one of these V256 vocoders. I tell you, one of the things that interested me about this, why I bought it, is I'm a big fan of David Cockerell. Now, David Cockerell is an English engineer who first came to prominence as the engineer who built the EMS, certainly the VCS3. I'm sure he was involved in a lot of those designs at EMS in the late 60s and in the early 70s. He was then headhunted by Electro Harmonix for a stint in the 70s, and I think a bunch of pedals, the Small Stone, maybe the Electric Mistress. I don't think it's electric, maybe, but some classic Electro Harmonix pedals he was involved in. And then from Electro Harmonix, he went on to be very pivotal in the designs of the Akai samplers in the 1980s, before returning back in the 1990s to Electro Harmonix. And some of the legacy of David Cockerell is actually in the V256 vocoder, because yes, David Cockerell is the man who designed and built the EMS vocoder, very highly regarded vocoder. So, there's maybe some of that has migrated through the time and ages into the Electro Harmonix 256. Anyway, that's one of the things that I thought was quite interesting, that there is some legacy. It's called the V256 vocoder because it can be up to 256 bands. So we'll have a little play around. Okay, let's go back here. Now I've got two. You might have noticed I've got two microphones. The 57 is the one that's going in to the 256. In my initial, just as I just got things, as I was setting up now, I was using a 414, but I was getting so much feedback hence the 57. But I was still getting a touch of feedback as well, so have to try and figure out how to control that. Because there's one thing that I actually haven't got is any control over mic gain other than a switch that is low to high. There's a mic bypass switch on the pedal, but as we'll see, I'm not entirely sure how that works. I've got the manual open, so let me just get that manual open nice and clear for me to be able to read it. I will definitely be dipping into the manual. Sorry about this. Hey! Okay, so let's just have a little play firstly then with the Abyss, just to get some sounds going. So the Abyss, I don't think they make them anymore. Dreadbox 4-voice analog synth. It's only a single oscillator per voice, but it does have a sub oscillator. Bring that's the sub in. And it's got this continually morphable oscillator to make the filter a bit brighter to hear that. And you can modulate this wave. In fact, it's got its own little dedicated LFO for doing that purpose. So let's do that. Oh yeah, just one thing I should explain. In the travel, let's just keep the LFO off that for a moment. In its travel, it passes through different pulse widths into sawtooths and eventually starts hitting noise. Stone is saying in the chat room, I guess Abyss V2 is coming somewhere in the near future. I expect so, because the Erebus has come out in the new form, the Nix has come out in the new format, so maybe, but I don't know anything about that. Okay, let's modulate that thing then. Crank the depth up. And this is the maximum speed it will go. Just dipping into the audio right there. Oscillating, of course, around. So if I push it this way, it's going to be dipping into the noise source. Think about the Abyss. It has got a dark sound, hence the name, I'm sure. But pair of LFOs as well. In fact, there's a few different LFOs. There is a separate vibrato, which I guess is another LFO. Okay, so I'm playing chords off of the one finger chords. And the Arturia acts as a kind of key quantizer. So I can change key. I go major. So the chords kind of go through the key quantizer, which is neat. And one of the things with the Abyss, which is quite fun, is it's got the two LFOs that you can assign both to the filter, so you can get the kind of interaction of both LFOs. Let's put both of them to square wave, and let's get them doing something to the filter. Let's close the filter up. So like rate A, let's bring in rate. So you can get them to play off each other and make little rhythms. Can't synchronize the LFOs though to any incoming clock, so it's old-fashioned style by ear. bit. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Take my mic off.
I can just be a vocoder microphone. Microphone. Yeah. Okay. Na, 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 na. Right. The different settings were in Vox Robo 1. Vox Robo 1, Vox Robo 1, Vox Robo 1, Vox Robo. This is the gender bender, the gender bender, the gender bender, gender bender, yes. I could be this way, I could be this way, I could be this way. Yeah. Tone, make it dark, make it bright. That's as bright as the tone goes, but the filter affects the brightness. Yeah. Ah, la, 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 la. Oh yeah. Oops.
One thing I didn't mention earlier is, the audio is coming out of the 256 and going in to the input of the Abyss. So I can feed my microphone through the Abyss. Now that is kind of pretty cool because I can do things, put my voice through the delay. Hang on, let's see what's going on. And the phaser. Hang on.
Distort. Not really doing much. Well, I'll take this out. Check. Microphone. Okay. So. Low. Oh, delay.
Okay. We're just getting our Sonic Link. Oh, I got my delay. There we go. I must have got my levels wrong. So the delay can be controlled by LFO-B. Hello. Delay. Okay. So these effects are quite dirty, quite nice. Reflector and phase. Turn the resonance up. LFO-B feeds the phaser. Okay. Right.
When am I going to do something cool? When is it going to be thrilling for you all? And there we go. There we go, that's the way. So to talk into the vocoder rather than to sing, let the notes come from the keyboard, yeah.
Feedback. Why do I get... Oh, I tried the mic level on the high. That's probably better. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's hard not to sing. Hard not to sing, hard not to sing, hard not to sing, hard, hard, hard. So, of course, my voice is coming out through my main talk. I'll take that out.
Oh, so it should just be something like this, like this, like this. Hi, am I still getting feedback? Oh, I don't like that feedback at all. There is no expression pedal input on the vocoder, but I do believe there are Midi assignables, and we've got CC controllers. We have 4 CC controllers, but the CC bank, I think we've got 4 banks of 4 CCs. Mind you, we got controls so we can reach.
Okay. Hello. I seem to have weird gain issues going on here. Hello, if I put it into high gain. Oh, it'd be so much nicer to have a control. I guess they do it on most pedals that deal with vocal mics typically don't give you too much gain, because gain controls rather. I noticed that with the TC Helicon. I've got the Helicon voice touch here. You got very little control, like hands-on control over the gain. I think it's the PA guy. So I'll go back to this microphone. It's the PA guy's worst nightmare when the singer trots up and pulls out a vocal effects pedal. They hate seeing them. They absolutely despise them because they feedback city. You do need to be so careful. Yeah, Passing Badger, you can play the guitar through the Electro Harmonix. So the instrument in is I'm passing the sound of the Abyss through the pedal too. Oh, I know I'm getting feedback. I'm sending an effects, a loop around, aren't I? Right. I'm going to try, because I've got Midi feeding the vocoder. I'm going to try putting the... Yeah, I'm going to switch this out. I'll just swap these over. Yeah, that's probably why I'm getting feedback. It's always best, Native ES is saying, always best to run a compressed signal with lots of pre-emphasis as well into a vocoder. Great idea. Yeah, really good idea. Need a nice little pedal compressor. I've got my Kali 76. I could maybe set that up. Okay, let's see. So,
Switching in the vocoder. That sounds better straight away. Oh, we were getting feedback loop. Okay, this is cool. Take my main vocal out. Yeah. So we got the different modes. We're in Vox Robo 1, Vox Robo 1, Vox Robo. So I need to be sending Midi. The MM2. ALM. Remind me, what is the MM2? What is the MM2? I see that you say it's back in stock, but what is it? Remind everybody, what is the MM2? What is the MM2? MM2, what is the Hello,
So my cunning plan is to put some sequences into the key steps 32. So it's playing the MIDI notes by step, and then having the sequence firing the vocoder. So yes, that's the kind of thing. Thanks for the Mr. On Serenade, says Andrew Brooks. Another likes deep vocoders. Take it down 2 octaves. Okay.
Distort. Yeah, okay, we need to figure out a few things to get funky with a vocoder. Get funky with a vocoder. Yeah. Once to tone, to tone, to tone, to tone, to tone, to tone, to tone. The little brighter tone, the little brighter tone. Agenda control and the control. Kraftwerk is the best in vocoders. Say ADS, ASDIF, AC, fussy, ST, fussy, ST, fussy, ST.
Yes, Steve Elbows. The show reminds me it's a tragedy that I don't have the Soma pipe. I want a Soma pipe. I really do. It's a very, very cool thing. One day, it will be mine. Okay. I'm gonna try. Try.
1, 2, okay, let's see. So this is, I'm going to go through, this is Vox Robo 2. Let me just get the manual up so I can tell you the difference. What is the different modes all about? What is it all about? What can it mean? What does it all mean? Yes, let's see. Robotic synthesizer, robot, doesn't matter what note I sing, it doesn't, but if I change the chords, I can change what it is responding to. La 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 la. The synth sound we're hearing is coming from the Electro Harmonix. It's not the Abyss we're hearing. It's not the Abyss at all. It is the vocoder's own synth. Yeah. Just juxtaposed, I'm juxtaposed. Just suppose I'm juxtaposed with you. So the different Vox modes, I'm finding it in the manual as I am singing to you. I'm singing to you. I'm singing to you. So this control is form and shift, shifting the forward up, shifting the form and down, the form and down, and this is the kind of, yeah. Michael Stephen Charles has just bought an NDLR, an NDLR, an NDLR, NDLR, NDLR. So the vocoder, so these different modes.
Mode 1, Robo 1.
Robo 2, Robo 3, they all sound like different sound. Single drone, the drone is this, so I think I could probably control what the note is by saying this control.
this control counter. I can change. 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 A single note. It's 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 a single note that I'm playing now. When I go to you, come on over, come on over. Right then, it's time to get rude and funky. Dirty, we're dirty, we're dirty, we're dirty, 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 dirty cowboy, dirty, dirty cowboy, dirty cowboy, dirty cowboy, dirty cowboy, dirty cowboy.
Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty cowboy. Time to clean your boots, you dirty.
Enough of that for a moment. Right. Well, so I need to figure out a few things. So the MIDI, if I go into instrument control, hold on. Oh, hello, 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 hey, 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 hey. Mm-hmm. What did you do? All right, so just if you have just joined, I've just plugged this in for the first time tonight. I've never used it before. I've never used it before. This is my first time. This is my first time. My first time. My first time. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, would you get to do it to me? Oh, would you 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 do it to me? Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't you do it, what does it sound like with the ARP? It will sound like this. It will sound like this. It will sound like this. Ah, up, 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 up.
Time to clean your boots.
Oh no! Let's take that one out for a moment. Up, 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 Need to make some progress with this now. Okay, so I think I have a possible problem. I need to set the MIDI channel of the V256 is set at MIDI channel 16. So like when I'm playing the built-in synth, that's where the tones that we've been hearing have been coming from. Like this stuff. Hello, hang on. Oops.
This is the built-in synth, it's not the Abyss. So the Abyss, oh yeah. Abyss, Abyss, Abyss. Ah!
I realise now that my original cunning plan doesn't work. I can't take the Abyss back out and back in and do it itself. I could not go through the effects. So let's just do that for now. So yeah, the output of the Abyss is going to go back through the pedal, but it's not going to go. So I can't put the effects on my voice as yet, but other than the vocoder. So actually maybe getting another delay or something out might be the one. Otherwise I'm going to be stuck with a limited range of tones, like no reverb or delay. And not, the get out of jail card is not plugged in. So no Eventide for easy escape. Okay. So now, I think the Abyss, I think I can only set the MIDI channel. I seem to remember you can only set the MIDI channel to a few. I don't think you can set the MIDI channel on here to MIDI channel 16. Arse. Oh, we've got a term. I should teach you the term that we use. It's in this household. It's really, really useful. And I find I use it, actually overuse it, and it's the term yas. And it's basically it's yes and arse smashed together. So when you have to say yes to something that you don't want to have to do, like you know, can you take the recycling out? Yas. So it's a way of actually agreeing to do something and complaining at the same time. So it's a kind of useful word. Yas. Don't know if it'll catch on. It's caught on here. Anyway, so I might just need to figure out if I can't get the vocoder to unless I can make the vocoder in Omni. I might have a little look in the manual. I know it's Omni is off by default, but maybe there's a way to make it respond on all MIDI channels. That'll be good, and then we'll be good to go then, using the Abyss as the tone for the vocoder. I'm pretty sure. I'll just check. I don't think it will be getting any sound. Okay. Hello. Hello. Are we using cutoff? One moment. Ha! Page 10 in the manual. Thank you, ALM. Oh my God, my dear beloved chat room. What on earth would I do without you? Thank you so much. Blend. I'm assuming that there's some answer in page 10. Right, blend control. This knob sets the mix of dry vocal signal to 256. So it's fully dry. So let me just turn. Hello. Abyss can be set to all channels. Thank you, Steve Elbows. Thank you, Steve Elbows, for saying that the Abyss can be set to all channels if dip switch is 1 to 4. Aha, okay, so that essentially makes that act Omni. Okay, that'll do the trick then, I should imagine. Dip switches 1 to 4 down. Let's just do that. I can test this now by seeing if this plays. Play for me, young Abyss. I might just power cycle it just in case. So turn that. Don't pop for you. Don't pop for me, Dreadbox Abyss. Right, turn that back on. MIDI channel. Don't know, actually. Make sure my signal path. Oh, yes, coming through here, isn't it now? Instrument. Actually, I can do a little dirty little. Let me just check. Bypass this. Let's go straight in with the Abyss. Oops. Okay, so out from the Abyss. MIDI channel. Oops, stop that playing. Oh no! What is going on? Ah! What on earth has happened? The chat room has destroyed my... Yes! Oh dear. Okay. Can't remember what the setting was now. Oh dear me. Not on that one. This one. I'll just put the first one down just to see. Does that give me MIDI channel 1? Holy moly, I've lost everything. Nothing is working. Something is going on in there. Something weird is going on. What is going on? Oh, I think it's... Do you know what? I know what it was. I've done the tuning dip switch. Which switch is that? Oh, it's my mistake! I did the wrong dip switches. So I'm assuming that they go up. I'm pushing them up. Alright, let's try that. Let's try that. Yes! Okay. Chat room. Absolved of all guilt. You'll never guess what, everyone. It was me. It was my fault. Okay. So let me just see. MIDI channel 2, MIDI channel 3, MIDI channel 4. So I can go to MIDI channel 16 now. I think that's how it works. Okay, so I'm now coming out of MIDI channel 16 and it is playing the Abyss. Right, let's try and make this sound a bit nicer. It's acting a bit strange. That'll do. Okay. Yes! Okay, I think this is where the fun is going to start. Thanks everyone anyway for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. It's such a pleasure to have you just tuning in for my silly moments. Makes a lot more fun for me. I'd be sitting here doing this on my own otherwise. Okay. Right. Let's have a little play. Just discombobulated at the moment, so I'm just trying to figure things out a moment. Let's just step through the presets. Just go back to Vox Robo 1 for a moment. Okay, so my microphone is in. Mic. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello. Right. Okay. Just trying to figure out how the bloody hell to get it working. Okay, I just need to figure this out. Oh man, one day I'm going to come on here and be all like organized and shock you all. Instrument in, mic in, out. Ah, of course. See effect. I know what I'm doing wrong. Oh. Right. I need to put my microphone. Just getting a XLR cable. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to come out of the vocoder mic effect out. Of course, I was taking just the instrument out, so it's just acting as a bypass, so that's why we were just hearing it. But if I take the effect out, then this should be the way. And I'm going to utilize the XLR input on the RC500. Ooh, like a good engineer that I'm not. I'm just going to check. Phantom power is off. There we go. Once upon a time, I used to be quite a good engineer. I worked in a lot of recording studios and I was fairly diligent and did a reasonably good job. Although these live streams would never, ever indicate that. Okay. All right, I think this is going to work now. So I think I'll just... Yeah. Let's do this and bring this up. Take this one. 1 2. Yeah. Effect. No. Nearly. Yes. Something. And it needs to be turned up.
extremely high. Okay, bring that down. There we go. All right, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Oh no, that's not. That isn't the entirety. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Are we hearing? Yes, 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 yes. Delay. No, it's not quite. Oh, I think a thing about, I think a thing about vocoders is how easy it is to hear and understand each word. The words that are coming out. The words that are coming out. Can you hear them clearly? Can you hear them clearly? Ah, can you hear me clearly? Instrument control, instrument control. Ah. Should switch off the other mic. This mic is off. Yeah. It's off. I believe it's off. Maybe a little bit of bleed is getting through. Alright, 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 alright. Yeah. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Alright. I still think I'm not quite getting the hang of this, but I will do it soon. I will find a way to do it soon. I will find. Alright. In the meantime.
You dirty cowboy, time to clean your boots. You dirty cowboy, time to clean your boots.
It's lurking. The cowboy.
You dirty cowboy, time to clean your boots. 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 You dirty cowboy.
Alright.
I'm just being a bit thick.
What am I trying to do? So if the instrument is coming in. Oh, I need the instrument out. All right, so I will do that as well. Let's plug that one back in. So now, yes, okay. I get it now, I think. I think there will be, if I plug this one in. Yeah, okay. That is the Abyss. So, instrument is coming in. Microphone is off. Hello.
Yeah.
What are you doing to me? Take it slow. By your command.
Yeah. Let's make it play chords. Make it play chords. 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 Yeah. Slowly up. Slowly up now. Slowly up, down. Why don't you? 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 You can slow on the release.
I try to be the kind man, kind man, kind man, kind man.
Right. Okay. Take that. Right. Let's just stop this some more. I'm going to try now and see if I can build up something with the looper. I've not got my confidence just yet. I'm still feeling a little bit confused, but making a little bit of progress. I do think it is a pretty cool sounding vocoder, though. It does seem to kind of, allow for pretty good diction and clarity through it. Okay. I think I'm going to throw away our little Dirty Cowboy Boots song. I don't think there's anything much in there to listen to as a... Okay. I'm going to bin that one. I was mentioning the other day on the show that there's there's special lights on this that kind of not teach you, they tell you exactly what's going on with the two different loops. And I can tell at a glance, it's difficult to tell on this, but loop 2 has got a blue LED, meaning that is actually, there's nothing on there, that's clear. And green means there's something on that track. So if I select track, this toggles between track 1 and 2, track 1, track 2. And the stop changes. You can see there's a lot of feedback from it. It's a big improvement on how loopers typically have worked in the past, just in terms of the visual. You can probably just about make it out on here, like the one loop 1. I don't know, can you just about make out? You can see the progress indicator as the loop is playing. It's difficult to tell, but yeah, then it's just getting to the end. And then so you can see where loop 1 and loop 2 are from each other. I'll try and do something really. I wonder if this is any. I should think more about this a little. Yes, perhaps if I wedge that on something so you can see that display. But yeah, if I was to bring the track back up, sorry about this. Back to the beginning of the loop. Anyway, long press on track select until it goes like a magenta means you're controlling both loops, so you can start and stop both loops at the same time. And crucially, say goodbye, press and hold it. Oh no, you have to be in track select. Press and hold it. Wiped. Both light up blue now. You know that there's nothing in the memory of that, you know. You've got a clean loop to start off with again. Okay, let's see. I was envisaging that I could get like a rhythm going on and do some sort of like beatboxy sort of percussive kind of thing, and build some sort of rhythm to start with. That's what I was presuming I would be able to do. Let's just make this drum sound a bit more inspiring to work with. Okay, don't know if that's much more inspiring, but okay, we'll keep on that. That's the 808 909 again. That's just something to use. Now, these are all multifunction switches, so the stop control actually is a tap tempo. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take my main mic out. Oh dear. Right, so still not quite getting what I want yet. I'm still relying a bit too much on the built-in synth in the V256 rather than getting it to vocode successfully. Just going to peruse the manual whilst we're talking, and then just make sure that things are good. I bought this secondhand. I probably should. I should probably do a factory reset, so everything is good. There's the CC values. So there is quite a few. What can you do to the CC 125? CC 125 can change it from Omni on and Omni off. CC 124. Okay. AD and DA conversion sample rate is 36 kilohertz. AD and DA conversion bit resolution 24 bits. Okay, so just having a little. I was just looking to see over CC if there's things that you can change that are not front panel controls, like on the internal synth. Yeah, you can turn on internal synth sustain with CC 64, so that'll respond to a sustain message. LFO rate can be changed. Okay, so there is a few things. It might be worth investigating a little bit of extra MIDI control. Okay, so The V256 is a standard 5-pin MIDI input jack. Yes. You can play the V256 internal synthesizer using a MIDI keyboard and sequencer. Yes, I've been doing that. Out of the instrument output jack, the internal synthesizer will be heard the same way as any instrument will be heard. So that's if I was plugging the guitar in or something. If the instrument output jack has the blend set to 100% dry, only the dry internal synthesizer played by a MIDI controller will be heard. I think we've done that, haven't we? Yeah. So just checking. What do I need to do? The instrument output on the 256 outputs a blend of the affected signal as well as the dry instrument signal or MIDI controlled internal synthesizer. Yes, the mix is set from the factory 100% dry, and initially only instrument signal will be output from this jack. To change the output mix on this jack, hold down the mic bypass button and turn the blend knob. When the blend knob is fully counterclockwise, it will output 100% instrument signal. At noon, there'll be even mix of, and then full clockwise, the output will be 100% effect signal. So yeah, okay. That's kind of cool, but that's not exactly what we need to do. But that's good to know. So there are a few kind of things. So holding down the mic button and change the mic bypass button and changing will kind of give us extra controls. Right. So what you typically find with these Electro Harmonix pedals, I've got quite a collection, and I am intending collecting more. I love Electro Harmonix pedals; it's so much fun. But they typically do have quite a few little quirks that need to be investigated. One of my favourite delays is the Memory Man with Haphazard, and Haphazard I think is a term that means. Is it a Jewish term maybe? But it just sort of like means with everything. So if you had like a big meal. With Haphazard, it's like with everything. So that's that delay has got a load of interesting, quirky little things inside it. It's been around for a long time. Hey Wagyu, your EHX Mel 9 should show up tomorrow. That's cool. I had one of them for a bit. I sort of lent it to a friend who's kind of possessed it. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Sort of benefits from having a bit of EQ downstream of it, and definitely some effects downstream of it as well, but it's really cool. Again, I think that the great David Cockrell I was mentioning at the top of the show, you know, working a lot for Electro Harmonix, it was him who came up with the famed polyphonic pitch shifting algorithm that can detect a full polyphonic signal from a single jack lead, and so many of Electro Harmonix's pedals of the last 20 years have been based on that technology. The pitchforks and the hogs and the pogs, all of their 9 pedals, whatever they're called, the ones that have got like synths and organ simulators. And to my understanding, what happens is the input signal is coming in, it's going through some sort of pitch detector, and I think it then feeds that signal. It essentially generates like a polyphonic synth signal from your regular input signal, and then feeds that through convolution impulses of things like the mellotron. So various mellotron tones, this synth sound gets this convolution approach. I think it's something like that. They are very... They're very hush hush about what's actually going on under the surface. HK, you only have the ring thing. I've got a ring thing here. That's a ring modulator. That's got a very funky feature. It's a ring mod, but if you press the left foot switch in, it will tune the ring modulation to whatever your incoming pitch is. And if you keep your foot on that foot switch, it means that it will constantly track the input pitch, which is great because you can make really nice musical tones. Michael Stephen Charles is asking me, do I play acid TD3s? I do a little bit. I mean, yeah, I've got quite a few things that can do that, but I've not actually got one. David Birdwell, just got your Key Step 37 and it can do so many cool things. Yes, it can. Actually, let's do that for a bit of fun. Like, I'm going to go away from the vocoder for a moment and then have a little bit of fun with the Abyss and the sequencer. The sequencer in the KB37 is very similar to the original Key Step, but there's a few additional things that the sequencer can do. Let's see. So I'm assuming then if I just... The Abyss is naughty. The Abyss is naughty. I think I disturbed the tuning because I did this wrong, didn't I? I started the tuning process. I can't remember which switch it is now. Maybe it's... No, is it that one? So I think I got it auto-tuning. Here we go. And then this is just tuning the oscillators. I think I interrupted that process. I'll let that just kind of do its thing in the background. Doesn't take too long just to calibrate itself. And I can't remember if it just keeps on cycling this tuning and then, or if it just stops. I think it stops once it's done its thing. Bit of a Dreadbox week for me. I did my Eurorack Adventures show on Monday, which was largely focused on using Dreadbox modules. And yeah, Dreadbox, I've talked about them a lot. I think they're such an interesting company and they're still so kind of new. You know, they didn't exist 10 years ago or barely existed. And certainly the last 7 years has seen them grow terrifically, really, and into being one of the most vital and interesting companies in the whole sphere of synthesizers. I think the Typhon is an absolute modern classic. Haven't got one yet. Do plan to get one though. I'm thinking this is still tuning. It's got a tune. I can't remember if it stops. I should get the manual out at some point. Yeah, manuals. I've got so many of them. I have to keep constantly reading manuals. I'm having enough of this now. I'm going to assume it's in tune. Go on, let that be the last one. It was! All right. Oh, Geomania says their new pedals look interesting. I don't think I've noticed that they've got new pedals. What, new Dreadbox pedals? Oh yeah, the Medusa, of course. I was thinking about doing that on the show today. I didn't get time. The Medusa, by the collaboration between Polyend and Dreadbox, has just had its version 4 firmware, which introduces a 6-voice, 3-operator digital FM synth into the equation. I haven't played with it yet, but my goodness, that sounds interesting. Oh, okay, Geomania is saying 3 new pedals from Dreadbox. Ah, cool. Their pedals are really cool. They typically don't last, they don't keep making them for very long, and they become very collectible, so. Okay. Okay, let's just do a little bit of fun with this thing, because one of the cool things, I've played with this before, but we'll do it a bit more again, is if you turn on chords, bearing in mind the Abyss is only a 4-voice. But you can... When you turn up the strum, it kind of strums through the chord. like an oscillate. It's a bit like it's a bit like an arpeggiator, but here we go. This shows it quite cool. If I turn up the amount of notes, I'll turn it up to 16. Now it can only play 4 voices at any time. So it'll just cycle round. And in the turn of the strum, you can probably see on here, yeah, that you've got like 64 to minus 64 to plus 64 in terms of moving upwards. Or let's get some delay on that thing. Cool, isn't it? Velocity to notes is like if you play soft, it will only trigger. It'll only play a few notes, or a single note if you play soft enough. But if you play harder, so it's kind of, that's got interesting. But then if you carry on the strum, after you get past 64, it then goes to 32 notes, triplets, 32 notes, 16 notes dotted, so various kind of in time. So let's have a little play. Let's have a little play in this. So I'm gonna wipe the memory. I can see I've got 2 white track LEDs there, so that indicates to me I have got stuff recorded. So I'll just wipe them out. There we go. And then select track 1. Let's get that playing. Some different speeds. Oh, tuning. I'm really messed up on that. Let's do that again. So so if I hit play, it'll automatically start, because I've set it up now with a tempo, with a rhythm. So as soon as I press start, it'll start the beat with so let's see. Okay, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, and this all on grid, so I can add more things to it. Let's bring that level of that down a minute. Don't know why the pitch quantizer seems to be letting a few bad ones through. Quag! Okay, let's try and get a bit more interesting. Sorry, folks. The Abyss tends to take you to places like this. The LFOs on the ramp up and ramp down run twice as fast as the square or triangle. It's nice, two squares, you get this. Quite resonant. It's just really cool getting two LFOs essentially having a big old scrap. Powerful though, these LED lights. I notice Dreadbox sometimes, some of their LEDs are a little fierce. It's just kind of getting kind of dirty and naughty with it. Yeah. waffling here, musical waffling. So let's see if we can get this vocoder doing stuff. One thing that's nice with the Abyss, so it's dead easy to get it into some sort of default setting. It's like super fast. There we go. Yeah. Asio Head saying, I still like the original Erebus. Me too. I got the Erebus version 2, which is virtually the same as the version 1. The version 3, totally different. Just one quick last thing with the Abyss then. If I whack it into chord mode, then I've... Then you've got different preset chords. Minors. Major. That one. This is early 90s for me. Little spindly weird sounds like that I just love. Right then. Ah, Chicky, hey! And Tom, Synthonatomy, hello. Good to see you guys. Okay, let's turn this back on. Right, a little, just gonna have a little look in the manual.
Sorry about this. I am just reading things. You see, that's the thing. As you're looking at the manual, certain settings need to be certain ways. For instance, the pitch control. The pitch control. The pitch. The pitch control is doing things. Oh yeah, this thing also. It has a it has a auto tune.
I can be a realistic woman. Do you think I sound sexy? Oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. And if you play with the pitch control, I can do this, I can do this.
I can be. Hey, I'll have a baby Sam.
For people of a certain generation, I am Gaz Williams.
Oh, do you believe? So we got this thing, they call it reflex tune. It's an automatic pitch corrector and will quantize the dry vocal pitch to the nearest note depending on the scale and set by the user. When the pitch knob is fully counterclockwise, there is no external instrument being played. The V25/6 will quantize to the chromatic scale. If there's an instrument being played, the V256 will determine the key based on the chords being played and will quantize the pitch to the determined key in a diatonic scale. Okay, that sounds good.
Music. Where is the synth gone? Yes, where is the...
Where is the synth gone? Where is the synth gone?
The synth, where has it gone? Da 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 da.
Okay, yeah. When are you doing it? What are you doing? Okay, so this should now quantize my voice in, I think, pitch knob is turned clockwise. And then a different combination of LEDs or light, depending on the position of the pitch knob. The combination of LEDs indicate the diatonic scale setting. The table in the control section under pitch explains which keys is represented by the LEDs. Okay, that's kind of cool to know. Let's just check that table out. Check that table out. Oh yeah. One moment. Sorry about this. Boring. Vox Robo modes. Vox Robo modes 1, 2, and 3 identical. This provides the flexibility to save 3 separate Robo presets. Oh, I see. Basically, all the different presets on this, you can save a single preset into the slots. So Robo 1, 2, and 3, they're all the same, but essentially that gives you 3. You can create 3 separate presets in that mode. They function as standard vocoders using an external instrument as the carrier signal. That is exactly what we want to do. And okay, so Vox, let's go up into them. Oops. Yes. All right. Okay, let's try that. And oh, you see, you have to know where these knobs should be. The modes function, blah, blah, blah. And in addition to robot, when the pitch is fully counterclockwise or fully clockwise, or fully clockwise, the internal synthesizer is silenced. Silence. When the pitch knob is at noon, the robotic tone is at C3. Okay, that's cool. Let's put that up there. C3, and the internal synthesizer. Okay, so you can actually mix the synth with your external input as well. So, okay. All right, feeling a little bit better about this. I'm going to turn this mic off and go back to the other mic.
Yeah. Okay, so it's set to turn off the thing, and I will get only 1 when the pitch is fully pitch. Clockwise, counterclockwise, or fully clockwise. Internal synthesizer, internal synthesizer. Yeah. La. Every time every time that you say that you are sorry, I know that you don't really mean it. Because deep down you're a nasty bugger and I love you anyway. I'm out of here 'cause I'm out of beer. Oh, wow. How long can you be out of it? How long can you spend yourself off your tits? How long can you be out of your brain? Mashed out, so flushed down the drain. Ah, yeah.
Ah, cool. It feels very playable, actually. I mean, I'm still not entirely convinced I've turned off the internal synth, even though I think it's meant to from what the manual's saying. But yeah, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello. I'll do a little combine thing with this. can't get the pitch of that.
Wrong mic.
Oh dear, sorry, not too great. Oh well. Okay, I think I'm going to probably stop in a moment because it's getting on. Well, thanks everybody for joining in tonight. Really appreciate it. It was a little bit haphazard, but I quite like this little 256. I think there's a lot to explore with it. I think I need to get more, I don't know, get a little bit more au fait with it. Because, as I say, there are a few locations, depending where the knobs are, depending which mode you're in, that affects the behavior of it. And again, those kind of things, those kind of features that are not immediately apparent can always be gotchas, can catch you out and stuff, you know, especially if you go and do a live stream having never, ever used it ever before. So, but I think it's pretty cool. I do think it's pretty cool. There is another bit we didn't look at. Maybe I can finish off with that. And that's drones. There's drone modes. It says the drone modes have a more natural musical sounding tone than the robotic modes. Okay, so the single drone is a single pitch drone based on an organ sound. So when the pitch knob is at noon, the pitch is a C3. Okay, then there's a major drone, which is a 3-note major triad based on an organ sound. And then a minor drone, same sort of thing. And a freeze function in any of the vocoder modes when the mic bypass switch is held down while an instrument is being played, the 256 will freeze whatever's being played through the instrument input. Oh. Ah. Well, that's... Oops. Look at that. And then as soon as you let go, then it releases. Hey, thanks everyone for nice comments. Hey, Chicky, we need to interview you. We need to interview you, so let's lock you down. I think you know what I'm talking about. Chicky Reeves, Charles Chicky Reeves. Our little Chicky. Actually, phenomenal musician, phenomenal engineer and producer, Mr. Charles Chicky Reeves. Okay, so I was going to have a little play with the drone then. So the single drone. Let's get this mic. Yeah. Yes, the Gaz and Chicky show. it should be done. Actually, I'm not sure when Chicky's going to be launched. I suppose it's a COVID thing, but it's going to be doing like live from Chicky's studio, which will be phenomenal. Actually, that's something to keep your ear to the ground about. I'm sure Chicky will let us know. In fact, Chicky, if you're still with us, can you let us know if you got any live streams? Hello, Cuckoo. Hi, Dad, says Cuckoo. Yeah. Very funny. Just for the record, and I think I've said this before, there's 4 years between us. Yeah, so I'd have to be a very virile young dad. Ah, Cuckoo. Yes, there was some conversation about OP1s going on. That was definitely something that was the early days. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm trying to get this single drone to work, so... I gotta turn this mic on.
Looking for love.
Oops.
I think I'm repeating myself. I think I'm repeating myself. I think I am repeating myself. So we're gonna do a manic outro. This is gonna be the last jam of the night. The last jam of the night. Yes, it's gonna be about
you are not the person we were looking for. I understand you are not the person we are looking for. You are not the person we are looking for.
We repeat, you are not the person we are looking for. Ooh, we're in the nightclub. Yeah, let's take it down. Because you are not the person we're looking for. You are still not the person we're looking for. Will we ever find that person? And one more time. Yes. Thoroughly undeserved. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for me to stop this silliness. Tapping into something nearly, one day I'll bring you the goods and you'll feel rewarded for sticking by me. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I love it. It's so much fun. It's utterly indulgent for me, and your company is exquisite. And so many lovely people in the audience. I would like it to take you home with us, with me, but I'm already at home, so job done. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Cuckoo. Really good to see you, man. It's great. Thanks for checking in. I'm going to be back on Monday with more Adventures in Eurorack, and back on Wednesday as well, maybe with a guest. There's a few guests. Actually, there's a number of guests who are just trying to, synchronize some diaries. And just a quick straw poll, actually, before I go. Do you like me having guests on the show? Because it seems to me when I have guests on the show, I have less viewers, which is really, really weird. So please let me know if you want me to have more guests, because I do have a significant lineup of guests who are waiting to come on the show. I mean it, honestly. But yeah. So if you like me having guests, guests, both guests are cool. Both. That's cool. All right. Yeah, all right. I like that, guests. So, yeah. Because, you see, I do like to get guests on and not talk about gear, talk about music, talk about philosophy, talk about stuff other than the gear itself. And I think that's when people seem to get grumpy. It's like, we want you to talk about gear, and not any of this living malarkey. Yeah. Try feeding the guests through the vocoder, Steve. Like loads of guests. Yeah. Steve Elbow's suggesting I put the guests through vocoders. Is a really good idea. Yes, says Keith in Watford. Yes. So yes, when you want to say yes and don't want to say yes at the same time, you put arse into the yes. So yes. That's what I was talking about earlier, just in case you're wondering what on earth I'm talking about. And on that yarsful note, a yar switch, by the way. A yar switch is someone who is constantly moaning about stuff, a blooming yar switch. Talking about fusion and prog rock is always the most fun. Yep, no end of talking about fusion and prog rock from me. But yeah, okay, I think that's about enough waffle boffle. Thanks again one more time. It really is a supreme pleasure for me to have your company. So if you can click like, I would appreciate that. I'm told that is useful. Again, I don't fully understand why, but if that would be nice. And the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you want more, if you want someone else to waste your time for you, if you need to justify having your time wasted, I got your back. Right. Ace. Thanks, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you hopefully next Monday. Thank you. I'm going to bow out as soon as I can find my mouse.